Hello Cancer, and welcome to your August 2022 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that I have is the Lovers. So that tells me that right at the beginning here, you're met with a decision to take. It could mean a decision about a relationship, a decision about a connection, about a path to take, but a big decision that will actually impact many years in front of you. When you look at the Lover's depiction on this one, you have an angel with an arrow, and you have this guy between two ladies. And the two ladies represent, one is the ways of the world, what would be good on paper, let's say, and the other one is more like the ways of your inner world, what you desire, what you want, what you are drawn to, and so on. And here the angel, the cherubim, is trying to guide you, and you have to make this decision between these two aspects. The card that comes after is the Nine of Pentacles. So we're talking about your independence. We're talking about, you're somebody that made it to this point, that is ready to share what you've accumulated. This is a card of being solid. And then we have the Nine of Swords, card of anxiety. And at this point, this is maybe a fear of losing one's independence and what is associated with that. Under the Lovers, we have the Hermit and the Two of Cups. So that's why I'm thinking for a lot of you, this is really about, maybe a relationship and something like that. Maybe redefining or analyzing a relationship you're in, or a future possible one, or even if you want one. Because here with the Hermit, it can question that also. Right now I'm walking one day at a time, and I'm trying to follow my light. I'm trying to follow what feels right inside of me. Under our Nine of Pentacles, we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is all about making a decision again. So here, making a decision of taking a new path that is different than what you've always taken. Now, if what you've always taken has always been the Nine of Pentacles, in a sense, I've always been very independent in my life. Now, you would get out of your comfort zone. And under that, I have the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups. Now, the decision is all, when you look at that, 2 and 3 is a connection that celebrates life. Even if we count them, it becomes a 5, but it's not a 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups together like this is grieving. The 3 cups are reversed. They're on the floor. They're the sadnesses, the old traumas, the grievings of what we've lost and what we've never had. So it's not for nothing that we have the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups. And if you look at in the depiction drawn by Pixie in the Rider-Waite, you have 3 cups on the ground and 2 cups behind that are standing. And the person cannot see the 2 cups behind standing. It can only see what it has lost. The 3 spilled cups. To actually choose to rise our cups, to celebrate life, even if we haven't, even if our 3 cups are on the ground, it takes a huge decision. So here, Cancer, that would be like somebody that has become so independent because they've suffered before. They didn't want to suffer again, so they remained very guarded. And now that they are confronted with, oh my God, am I going to open up? Do I really want a relationship? This is the questioning that you are going to ask yourself this month. Under the 9 of Swords, I have the 10 of Wands. Because of course, like at this point, if somebody would tell you, yeah, you know, there's somebody new coming into your life that you're going to connect with, it probably would be like, oh no, I can't take care of somebody else on top of it. On top of everything I have to take care of. How is this going to happen? Am I going to lose my independence? And under the 10 of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is really like figuring, knowing deep down what we truly desire. And bottom of the deck, I have the 9 of Cups. So it's really about your happiness, your fulfillment. Let's look at this. Cancers. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Cancers for the month of August 2022. Okay, let's look at the Lovers for Cancer. Whoops. The Lovers here. And you are the Chariot. And here I have Temperance. This is really choosing an alignment. Where am I aligning? The Chariot is that, well, it's you, Cancer, but it's that inner movement more than anything else. That's why, you know, that's why on the Cancer, you have like the moons on his shoulders and all of that. And these things are sitting. Because it's a question of knowing our alignment. And if within we are moving forward, the outside world will move forward also. And there needs to be a decision being taken here. But it's a decision that you have to be ready emotionally. And maybe now is the divine timing for it to be able to take. Let's look at that 9 of Pentacles. Magician. And I have the Empress here. But right away this is... It's like you're going to be asked, what do I want to manifest? What do I want to create? Do I want to create even more independence and isolation? Or do I want to create, here with the Empress, you know, the Empress is not single, she's with the Emperor. Of course, our own inner Empress and Emperor, but also she's part of a dynamic and she knows it. She's the one that prepares everything before the Emperor, so that they are in the flow of abundance. Let's look at the Nine of Swords. I have the Temperance again, and I have the Ace of Pentacles. And you have anxiety in front of that here. 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and Queen of Swords. You have anxiety when it comes to a new beginning, an offer, something, because you've been hurt in the past. And that's why you gotta be as much ready emotionally to say yes, to decide to manifest it, to decide to grasp that pentacle, that solid thing that will be able to be planted, shared, because you're already at the 9. So at that point it would be 10 of Pentacles. If we're talking a business or something like that, it's like, okay, I've built to this point. Do I go and invest in something that will become, you know, my empire later? Let's look at the Hermit. Maybe it needs to be an association, and that is something that you are very afraid of. And the Hermit, yeah, the Hermit is telling you to go for that extra cup, because if you remain in the 5 of Pentacles, nothing will happen. We have the Wheel of Fortune here and the Knight of Cups. This is all about understanding something so that it's almost like the conditions of your life or the conditions of your dynamics will change. Somewhere inside you know, and you have to make a decision about that this month. Let's look at the Two of, the Two of Cups has anxiety around it. 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords. There's maybe connections that you have, a connection that you have, or just your vision of what an association, a connection, a couple is, brings anxiety, brings stress, not so positive associations. And you're going to listen to your inner voice, make a decision of, but what do I want? What do I want to create? Of course, right now, 10 of Pentacles, let's say that your old ways has created a long pentacle cycle, and now it's time to change the next 10 years. But 2 of Wands, for that, I'm going to have to go outside of your comfort zone. High Priestess, and here I have the 6 of Wands. You gotta trust yourself. Page of Cups. You gotta trust yourself, because know that, you know what, whatever has happened in the past is done. I've learned from it. The lesson is done from that. I'm coming back home. I've got what it takes. I'm acknowledging my capacity. And I'm going to make a choice here. Show me the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, because this is a choice. The Moon and the Hermit. It's a choice you have to make inside before it's going to appear in your life. So it's really like, what do I want to manifest? What is independence and power? Is as soon as I associate myself with somebody else, it means that I lose power, that I can be manipulated, that I will lose my capacity to be a magician. There are associations of thoughts and beliefs with the 2 of Cups that you are going to readdress, because ultimately, Queen of Wands, you want a beautiful connection that would be balanced. So you gotta release the whole baggage that comes with distorted relationships, maybe with Kings of Pentacles. And here I have the Eight of Wands. Cancer, did you take a lot of responsibilities that weren't yours in the past relationships to bring your value? I am worthy with based on what I bring and provide and do. So bringing somebody else means taking care of somebody else and doing this even more, so that becomes so much more heavy. And of course that's why I have so much anxiety around that. But what if it's a partner? What if it's somebody that would support you instead of being, you know, standing on your shoulders? Here, let's look at the Queen of Wands. Judgment. And here I have the Queen of Cups. So a couple of queens here, because this is what needs to be prepared before. You're going to have a judgment on what you really desire and how you really feel about the choice you have to make. You know, making a choice when we have the wrong definitions about the different options makes the choice even harder. So this month, Cancer, you're going within and you are redefining what are your choices really. There's a big decision you're making. But before you make your decision, you know, like if I have to choose between chocolate and vanilla, and the only information or experience I have is artificial vanilla, how can I really make my decision? So there'll be a judgment on what you really desire and what is your definition of those choices. You know? So, big decision for you, Cancer, this month. And at the end of the month, you're going to pull a judgment here. You might pull a judgment on something that has been heavy on your shoulders that you're going to release finally, so that you can start anew with something that will be much more lighter, much more aligned. Okay, like I'm letting go of the artificial vanilla, and maybe I'm going to take some real one from the seed pod and not from the beaver anal juice. You probably heard that anyway. Artificial vanilla. So on this, my beautiful Cancer, I'm sending you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Subscribe if you want to, you know, join the channel and help the channel. If you want a private reading, the description is below. You write to me, I write to you back. I will not put my phone number in the comment section. If you see this, it's not me, okay? Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, every new moon, I do a little ceremony to give you back. On this, have an amazing decision month, my beautiful Cancers, and I'll see you next month.